Vision therapy really, we can really focus on a lot of peripheral vision. So it's important always to have a visual target, and specifically when you're playing a sport, you have to have a target, but you really need to be aware of what is happening around you. So the quicker you can react to something that's happening around you, you immediately kind of get to this elite position where you can be looking here, but everything here also makes sense. In my vision therapy room, I like for patients to feel grounded and to know exactly where they are in the world. And the more we can send those signals to the patient without me having to say anything and without the patient having to think about doing that specifically, that's a big deal. So I have patients who, once their eyes are closed, their center is gone. So when I was working with a patient yesterday, I needed her eyes closed, but I needed her to be centered at the same time, and she couldn't do it. So I grabbed a Sp1ke Mat and I introduced it to her very minimally. And as soon as I put her on that Sp1ke Mat and we did the same activity, she was able to center herself. She didn't have to readjust after the very, very first time she was on it. Her first thought was, when we put it under her feet, she thought, oh, I like the way this feels. So she liked the way it felt, but for her to not have to readjust, and for her, she said, for her to not lose her way when her eyes were closed hasn't happened in a long time. Some of our patients who might be a little bit nervous or are quite young like to sit on this Sp1ke Mat, and it's a little bit of sensory play as well, but they sit on the Sp1ke Mat and it's something that keeps them grounded. So they know, we do a lot of right and left work, we do a lot of midline work. So being on that Sp1ke Mat really helps patients know what's right, what's left, and where the middle is.